Okay. So yes, back to my question to Raja Justina, Raja Aisha. Congratulations on such a great show.
So much fun, right?
That was so much fun to watch. Oh my goodness. Okay, Justina, kenapa pilih untuk angkat satu drama pasal gymnastics, in Generasi Perfect 10? Of all things that you could do, you chose gymnastics. Why?
Terima kasih Kenyu dan terima kasih kepada rakan-rakan media yang hadir pada petang ini. I hope you all like it. Suka tak? Suka?
Suka tak?
Different kan? Okay. Tahun ini memang Astro Show for Astro Originals we're focusing on mengangkatkan cerita-cerita Malaysia yang is focusing on women empowerment. As you can see, earlier this year kita ada First Wives and then the Honey Trap, and then we're taking a younger, fresh approach with Generasi Perfect 10. And I think I mentioned tadi during my speech, like 2 years ago, we were having lunch and Adina was trying to pitch her story. She said, I got this story. And then just from that very short, technically very like elevator pitch kind of thing, we kind of knew that she had something quite special. And it is, I know like I mentioned, sebelum ni pun kita ada High Council was very touched on the male, the boys, elite boys boarding school. And this one is taking a different kind of approach, the kind of pressures that the remaja, the young female are going through during this age, and also having sports as an element of the kind of society pressures that one put them through as well as parents. I think one thing I also highlight is, sorry, my throat is a bit. Generasi Perfect 10, I think you can say is one of the first ever woman ensemble. You can see so majority all your female cast. And also the ladies behind the scene, I can see the first time here, semua kat sini is all female. Not saying that, of course we have Ilya, our producer, we have Kenny here, but I'm just saying that it's quite fantastic to see that this is really a woman ensemble. And Sling, I think it's your first time, your debut in a non-commercial. I mean, Sling is very renowned in the TVC space, and now getting into, so it's a lot of firsts in Generasi Perfect 10. And I think one thing you can see is the fresh faces. I mean, all these very talented young ladies here, most of them is the first debut on the big screen in an Astro Original series. So, seperti High Council juga, it's all about unearthing new talents and allowing fresh faces to really shine on a big screen. Yes, thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, dekat belakang tu, I understand, it's so fun taking photos and all that. Okay, you all tone it down kejap aja for the press conference. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, next, Nas Adina, the showrunner. My goodness, congratulations again, Adina.
Thank you so much.
Now, of all sports that you could make a show about, you chose gymnastics. Kenapa gymnastics, Adina?
Alright, thank you so much, Keanu, for your question. And thank you to everyone yang hadir pada malam ni. So, gymnastics sebenarnya sukan yang sangat-sangat unik bagi saya sebab gymnastik merupakan salah satu sukan yang mementingkan kesempurnaan ataupun perfection. Contohnya, kalau kita tengok dalam episod 1 dan episod-episod yang akan datang, setiap pergerakan, setiap aksi yang seorang gymnast tu buat perlu dilakukan dengan sangat teliti. And for me, I think knowing that sport, it requires such a strong mental, physical, and emotional health that you need to get through. And that's why I was so interested in gymnastics, and I'm also very grateful to Farah as well as our national team because diorang dah bagi tunjuk ajar dan ilmu dalam gymnastik, dan itulah yang kita terapkan dalam siri ni. But I also want to say that gymnastics hanyalah latar untuk GP10 sebab cerita yang sebenar is about a group of teenagers chasing their dreams, and dari situlah kita boleh relate actually on a deeper level. I think masyarakat Malaysia boleh relate to a lot of their stories. And I would say also, if I may share, my proudest moment is when we shared the scripts with the cast as well as the production, and semua teruja sangat nak buat the show walaupun kurang pengetahuan pasal gymnastik. So yeah, I think when we combine gymnastics, which is a very underrated sport in Malaysia, and the story of wanting to chase your dreams. I think it creates a very interesting narrative that masyarakat Malaysia boleh enjoy.
Fantastic. That's so true, kan? It's not just about gymnastics, it's about chasing your dreams, kan? That's the main message that everybody can relate to, kan? Okay, next up, Sling Ng, Miss Director. How are you, Sling? Congratulations on your long-form show debut from TVCs. How was it like this time around? You know, before this, you're doing commercials, and now it's like 8 episodes long TV show. How was the experience like for you, Sling?
It is long. I think from a commercials perspective, 3-second shots is considered long. So imagine this is like 45 minutes. So yeah, but it is a fun experience working with all these ladies, working with all the cast, our national team. Yeah, it was a super great experience.
Wow, congratulations. The shots and everything looks fantastic by the way, Sling.
That's Makno, Abang Makno.
Mana Abang Makno? Mana Abang Makno?
No.
Dah balik dah? Dah balik dah?
Kerja.
Kerja. Oh, tak ada sini, tak ada hari ni ya. Thank you very much, Sling. Okay, Farah Ann Abdul Hadi, everybody. Give it up for Farah Ann. Farah looks like the star today dengan baju dia pakai. Oh my god, so avant-garde gitu. I love it. So Farah, when you were first approached about this project, how do you feel about it? I mean, finally a show about gymnastics, kan?
So the first time Adina actually approached me, it was a very interesting conversation. She was like, I want to do a show about gymnastics. And I'm like, are you sure? And the thing is about gymnastics ni adalah satu sukan yang sukar. So you punya stunt doubles, you punya athlete, your actresses semua memang, if you're not a gymnast, you boleh tahu. So tapi apa yang she approached me with the script everything, it was something yang I rasa sangat teruja. Sebab we selalu tak dengar pasal gymnastics, very little orang tak faham apa yang kita lalui. So untuk tengok detail yang dia lakukan, to see all the hard work that everyone put into to show what true artistic gymnastics is, it really touched my heart. Macam I tengok episode pun ada start nangis. Yeah, because it's macam saya sebagai atlet, right, to see our sport, not even just me, sukan gymnastik diletak di big screen untuk orang tengok, untuk faham apa yang kita lalui, apa yang gimnas-gimnas kecil lalui. So untuk saya sangat-sangat bangga yang apa yang you all tengok dan akan datang untuk see the truth, apa yang you perlu lakukan untuk jadi seorang atlet yang berjaya. And also not even yang berjaya, just an athlete, seorang manusia, seorang remaja yang melalui proses menjadi seorang gymnas. So saya sangat thank you to everyone here, everyone from the cast, the crew, the producer, director, everyone sitting next to me. I'm just so thankful to be able to be involved in this project, but also to see it now in the big screen. So thank you.
Wow. And you're also the consultant as well for this show, right?
Consultant.
So were you there on set sekali? Ada ke sometimes you pergi tengok macam mana diorang buat apa semua?
So I was on set.
Okay.
A few times, and then also they went through me about like the naming of thing, like them saying Yuchenko twist, which is like foreign language. But so it was more of the way the athletes feel. Sebab macam kalau you tak pergi sekolah sukan, kalau you are not really training, you don't understand how we actually feel. Macam orang cakap, masa you bertanding, you nampak 3 minit je. Tapi macam saya, I masuk national team 8, I trained for 25 years untuk berada di Olympics. So that nuances yang they correct and I was able to share my experience. So I was so excited to share untuk bagi tahu orang what it was all about. And I think it was such a beautiful way of storytelling, to be able to take the nuances, and from not only my experience, they talk to so many athletes to be like, what does it mean to be an athlete? And I think that this storytelling is such a wonderful way to merge all those stories together untuk keluarkan satu cerita yang it's not just my story, it's about all the athletes and their stories that come together.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Farah. Okay, Sofia Jane pula. Sofia Jane ni bukan saja Coach Su dalam show Generasi Keperitan. Dia acting coach pun dia juga dengan cerita. You've been coaching the girls as well. How was that process like? Did it help with building the chemistry with the girls on screen as well?
Okay, so kita melalui 1 bulan termasuk juga dengan Farah. I mean, we had a short discussion because Oops, I'm not supposed to say anything yet. Okay, sorry. Anyway, sorry.
Alamak, Coach Farah tu jadi pelakon ke?
Consultant kan?
Consultant. So kita melalui 1 bulan sebelum dan ia merupakan walaupun dalam sebulan tu rasa sangat-sangat singkat sebab bukan hanya the girls bukan hanya melalui they had to go through acting classes tetapi mereka juga melalui the physicalities of going to the gym. They had to really start practicing and they were with Shui for like I don't know more than a month maybe, I'm not quite sure. So they were like at the gym half day and then
Acting
at my studio half day. And it was like, and I know it was really tiring and physically and mentally. Tetapi, it was again, it's like doing gymnastics, right? It's mental gymnastics, it's physical gymnastics. I think and that combination was also trying to even as Coach Su, me in that acting classes with them too. Nak belajar the terminologies of gymnastics, the equipments, why is it important to do certain certain positions and also the history of gymnastics. So all of that was so important to me and as well to the girls. So but I hope the girls had fun.
Was she as scary as Coach Su?
Oh, come on.
Nah. Tapi Kak Sofia, you've done so many projects over the years already kan? Adakah ni antara role yang paling menarik, Kak Sofia ambil setakat ni, as a gymnastics coach and you have to learn all the terminologies and sebagainya. Would you say it's one of the most interesting roles you've taken?
And that's the beauty of being a performer. It's like I've noticed throughout the years, about the past 5-6 years, that I've always been given troubled characters. So who's always suppressing something, So dalam cerita ni pun, she's troubled. She's, and her sebab Coach Su dalam cerita ni juga, she was an ex-athlete. Yang gagal, her dreams were shattered, dan and now she's living her dreams melalui anak-anak buah dia. And that's very, so it was something that I found very hard, trying to imagine your dreams that are shattered, dan the trauma yang mungkin dia melalui sebagai seorang atlet pada waktu muda dia, and your passion and your dreams are gone in a moment, dan sekarang ni you try to revive those dreams through your through your students, and the way she approaches that that vision for her kids, old school, people today call it bullying,
toxic,
and that's the thing, that was probably something she went through too as well,
right?
So the difference, I guess, is like as I coming back to being a performer, is that we are so lucky that we get to do different things. It's just that like macam for Coach Su, saya diletak dalam satu alam yang baru pula, which is alam gymnastics, and having the pleasure to learn about what it is all about. I mean, we watch films, right? We watch a lot of films on gymnastics, documentaries and stuff like that. But you watch it and you know what's going on, but to actually feel that and imagine what it's like, day in and day out. That's why we were so lucky when we were shooting, that we were actually with the national team as well, because they were also they were also going through very rigorous training. So it was, for us, we were so lucky yang kita dapat, we got to observe how the coaches worked, how the athletes work, and it was amazing. It was a it was a fun project. Definitely. And to be headed by, dan saya dah lama tak diterajui oleh seorang director wanita.
There you go, everybody.
And so I'm so happy that I had Sling, just like spearing this on for us, and Adina as well, and Ilya, sorry.
Not forgetting Ilya.
But you know, but it's been a long time. Dah lama saya tak sebuah filem atau TV series yang diterajui oleh seorang wanita. So I'm so blessed. So,
Lovely. Thank you, Kak Sofia. Okay, now to our two main girls, Arabella and Arina. Kalau you nak tahu, Arabella sebenarnya ada basics in gymnastics dah sebelum ni. Have you been like, you know, actively training gymnastics ke dah lama tinggal kat dalam gymnastics sebenarnya?
Alright, sebenarnya Bella dah around 3 years I quit my sports already.
Okay, jadi nak get back into that gymnastics rhythm tu macam mana? Susah tak tu get back into it for this character?
I bekas national athlete Gymrama Malaysia. I faham the discipline and also the hard work and also the teamwork. So I feel like doing this project really means a lot to me. So at the same time, walaupun I'm the youngest among the cast, Bella memang dah tergerak hati untuk tolong the other girls as well, for them to understand more about gymnastics. And at the same time, even though the first time I got the script, I knew that I wanted to do this. And yeah, okay, I did cry a lot reading the script.
You cried reading the script?
I did for the first time. I cried in my room.
Oh, kenapa? Apa yang sedih sangat pasal skrip tu yang membuat you tersentuh tu?
I rasa because the Victoria punya character is quite heavy for me to bawa actually, because there's up and downs as well for her character that you guys will see in the next few episodes, and I won't cry.
Is it coming out? Is it
I'm
coming
okay.
out?
Okay, I would definitely say that I missed the sport while we shot the series and also during our training preps and all that. And my family, my friends, my managers knew how meaningful this project is to me. So it's kind of a relief for me that this series is finally coming out, for the world to see how hard gymnastics actually is. So I would definitely want to take this time to thank every single national athlete out there. Doesn't matter if it's gymnastics only, it's including all of other sports. We and the rest of the cast are very honored to represent you guys. So I would like to take this time to actually bow to you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I'm so proud of Arabella sebab sebenarnya masa Dewi remaja punya audition, saya lah juri dalam bilik tu. I auditioned you. And look at you now. Give it up for Arabella, everybody. She's progressed so much in the industry. More to come, insyaAllah. And now SZ, Arena 1 kita, everybody give it up for SZ, everybody. She brought the role to life. You know, I felt all the emotions that you gave in the first episode. And I heard that you pun kena undergo training gymnastics juga.
Yes.
Selama sebulan macam tu
Yes, sebulan.
Macam mana tu? Adakah susah sebenarnya nak jadi atlet negara ni? Susah ke macam mana tu, Arina?
Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everybody. So yeah, bila saya dapat tahu tentang projek ini, from castings and all, honestly speaking, I didn't know that I could do it because it's a show about gymnastics. Kita pula tak reti gymnastics. I have zero knowledge about gymnastics, but I did it anyway, and Alhamdulillah. And I was committed to go through the training process for a month before we started shooting, and it was hard. It was hard. I mean, for me, yang tak flexible langsung, I couldn't do the splits. I was not fit at all. So we went through the training process. All of the girls, all of us, almost every single day, and honestly, I remember telling myself, "Boleh ke I do it? Boleh ke?" Because I wanted to, knowing it's a show about gymnastics, I really want to try my best to represent our athletes well. Because when I went through the process, I macam, oh my god, I sebulan ni dah boleh mengeluh apatah lagi our athletes yang have to go through this for many years. So so much respect to our athletes, and it was it
It was an experience for sure.
Tapi stunts tu semua you buat sendiri ke? Ke ada stunt double?
Yang tadi yang pusing-pusing tu bukan saya. That's not me. That one is
Terkejut juga
our
bulan training terus jadi macam tu kan?
impossible. I rasa kalau I buat memang patah leher kan. Our the one that did the Yurchenko full twist, that was the one and only Rachel Yo.
Oh.
So she was my stunt double.
I see.
Tapi kita orang, all of us, we needed to learn the basics like our posture, macam mana kita landing, how kita nak launch. We all had to learn the basics. To basically nampak legit lah. Nampak realistic.
Nampak realistic kan? Wow, fantastic. Okay, kita nak buka ruang kepada rakan-rakan media pula. Any questions? Boleh angkat tangan, kita pass mic kepada anda. Ada soalan? Okay, dekat sini. Okay, thank you.
Hello, hi, Mira from Kepak. Tanya untuk semua atas projek ini. Kita dapat tengok banyak wajah-wajah fresh dalam line-up pelakon. Maybe pihak penerbit boleh kongsikan macam mana proses pemilihan atau casting itu dilakukan. Terima kasih.
Okay, Justina, want to take this?
Yeah, terima kasih. So I think I mentioned tadi kan, when it comes to Astro Originals, we always want to be the platform to realize new talents, fresh faces onto the big screen. And there's so many great talents out there. And as per our process, kan kita ada the open audition, and that's where Adina and team and all would thoroughly go through all of them. Because I think dengan Perfect 10 ni, the criteria was also very strict because obviously they had to have certain skills and all of that. So I'll pass it on to Adina to explain further on the whole process that you went through to make sure that you selected the right cast.
Thank you for your question. So our casting process, we actually started uji bakat online Oktober tahun lepas kan, quite lama lah. Tapi kriteria tu agak banyak sebab kita minta kena ada basic at least lah, cheerleading ke, gymnastics ke, ballet ke, menari ke. Tapi we didn't limit it to just that lah, so anyone can try. And Alhamdulillah, we got a lot of submissions as well, for girls and for boys. And then we held our online, our first callback for online, which is how we got 3 of our cast actually, which is Hazi Juzaili, Alia Natasha, and Amita Amji. And so yeah, Sting and I were there throughout the casting process, and also with our casting director Amni. And yeah, to me it's one of my favorite moments of doing this show, because it feels very special to find girls and fresh faces, of course, because I think it's a really good platform to let them shine. So yeah, and then we got Irina, Bella, and everyone else to commit to the show as well. But yeah, actually a lot of the girls yang submit their applications are all very talented. So, alhamdulillah.
Alright, thank you for the question. Okay, next question. Ada soalan lagi? Ada, okay. Silakan.
Hello, hi. My name is Ian from Cinemagic. First and foremost, I would like to say congratulations on this amazing new series. The first episode was very great. Okay, so I have 2 questions. Alright, so my first question is, for Justina kan, previously we've known that macam before this you had like 3 projects, Project Exit, and SPM, and High Council. So I would like to ask, this time around is about Generasi Perfect 10. So probably you can explain a bit on the difference between like Generasi and also Project. What are the differences between the two? That's my first question. My second question would be to the director probably. Like, okay, we know that macam Arabella had like macam ada asas in the gymnastic punya field, and also Arina pun also did the training, and I'm guessing like a lot of the actresses also went for the training, right? So probably you could reveal like macam how many % did the actresses did the trainings themselves, and also how many % did the stunt women did the technique and also the aksi lah for the gymnastic dalam series Generasi Perfect 10. Those are questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Justina.
I shall start. Okay. Dengan the project kan kita ada project NKSPM, project High Council, as well as the project Exit. So I think with the 3 projects that we had so far, the theme, I mean for both themes, so Generasi dengan project, what they have in common is remaja. I think that's what they have in common. Tetapi the kind of issues that you would see dengan project dengan Generasi are both actually quite different. And I think Generasi is also where it comes to pressures and about dreams. Chasing your dreams with all the imperfection that you have to go through. So those are the two different areas that you will see for the two different franchise. So this is just a beginning for Generasi Perfect 10. Definitely there will be more generacies to come, which will then keep as a secret until later.
Alright, Sling, for the second question.
Yeah, it was very challenging when we first, we are pretty much transforming 6 girls from normal into convincing professional athletes. Yeah, so the training is very tough. I wouldn't say who has more roles in the sequence, in the stunt sequence. I think they each complement each other. We can't do without a real actress. We also can't do without a stunt. So they actually blends in very well. I hope you can't really tell who is who, but they blend in so well that it performed a very stunning sequence for us. Yeah.
Alright, thank you. Next question, any more questions? Ada soalan lagi? Alright, silakan.
Okay, hi, I'm Aizam daripada Media Hiburan. Soalan mungkin kepada Justina. Melihat secara keseluruhan filem ni, drama ini ada banyak pengacaranya lah kan. Tapi sudah semestinya orang akan melihat kepada elemen-elemen bully yang diterapkan dalam siri ini kan. Dan sekarang isu ini pun sedang diperdebatkan. Bagi pihak Astro sendiri, macam mana you nak bagi perspektif kepada orang lain apa yang sebenarnya ingin dipaparkan dalam Generasi Perfect ini?
Terima kasih. I think setiap Astro Originals yang kita producekan, kita mau mengajarkan, we want to actually bring out real life situation. And I think what we mentioned dengan Generasi Perfect 10, dengan Project High Council, Project Kaha, it is taking inspiration by real events. Because this is something that we cannot dismiss. It is happening. The best way for us to mengajarkan masyarakat semua is through our stories, but it is not trying to glorify bullying, not trying to glorify all this kind of other issues. It's really about these things exist. How can we learn from it? And we hope through Astro Original series Generasi Perfect 10 ni, it will be a way of educating. That's how we see it.
Alright, thank you very much for that question. Itu adalah soalan yang terakhir. Sebab sekarang kita nak teruskan dengan one-on-one session pula. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for all our panelists, everybody. So guys, one-on-one pula. Kalau ada yang nak buat one-on-one session dengan celebrity kita, dipersilakan. And don't forget that Generasi Perfect 10 will start airing on 19th of September. Ini di Astro Ria dan Astro Citra, okay? On behalf of everyone, part of Generasi Perfect 10, thank you very much for coming, everybody. Assalamualaikum. Good night, everybody. I'm Ken Wazman. Thank you. Nak one-on-one silakan. Nak balik pun tak ada masalah. Dipersilakan. Thank you, everybody.